Hi, this is Bill. So in this demo, I'll be showing you how to create tables in ServiceNow. So the first step, you have to go to the application module section and do a search. So you could do either search for tables, and as you search for tables, what you're looking for is under system definition, right? And let's click that. And from here, you will see or find all the tables loaded to the content frame on the right. So it has loaded, so you will see the different tables available. Now on the far right, I'm going to click new to be able to create a table. So just a brief explanation. A table is the core of ServiceNow where all the data will be sitting. So depending on or whatever module you have basically encountered, for example, IT service management module, which is composed of incident, problem, and change. And this table basically exists in ServiceNow as the core where the data is going to be saved. Right. So on this example, let's name it like probably theaters. Right. So what we are trying to say is all the chatters here, it will be housed here. So right now the extents table is all about reusability of features, right? So always think about reusability. So if for example the task table is one of the common ones, so you use a task table, right? So the chatters table will inherit all the features of the task table. Now once I create this, right, for example, once I saved it, all the fields and information of task will be inherited by chatters, right? Right. So basically, on top of that, the task table gives you the ability to have the approval features of ServiceNow. So you cannot use the approval feature without inheriting from the task table, right? So take note of that. So let's save this, right? After saving it, right? So it will have predetermined fields from the task table, which is coming from the best practices already. So best practice meaning who created it, when it was created, when it was updated, who updated it. So those are the base fields that a normal table should have. So by inheriting from the task, you will have all of the features already added for you. So from there, you could add more fields, which is unique. Like for example, theater name, right? So we could add a theater name, right? So so we have to put it on the correct column, right? So let's scroll up. So the correct column is column name. So it has to be in the second column here. So now you could put name or theater name, right? So of course, once you do that and put theater name, you have to identify the type of variable. So now it's a string, right? So I'm going to put as a string. So let's see what we have there. I'll put double asterisk, right? So I think there's some slowness happening. Let's exit, right? So let's see, am I in the right one? So that is column label, so not there, right? So we need to have like a field, right? So it's not showing at the moment. So let's make sure it's shown. So let's go to the variables, right? So variable type, and as we scroll, right? So types, there you go, type. Then let's make sure it's right beside the label. Let's press OK. So that is very important to understand because you could be adding a date, right? A date type. It could be a number and so on. It could be a phone number. It could be address, right? So it's making sure, right, that yeah, it's the correct type. So now it has defaulted to GUID. So it's not a GUID, right? So I think this is the wrong one. It was not able to save it, right? So let's do it again. Let's type chatters, get a name, right? And let's have string. You have string there. There you go. So you have string, and there you go. So we have one field already, right? And let us save it on the top. Save, and you could build the structure already. So as you build the structure, you are also automatically building the form, right, in ServiceNow. So forms are discussed on a separate topic, right? So you could move and watch that if you like to know more about forms. But this is the prerequisite of forms, is a table, and as you can see, it has a prefix of view, right? So custom table start with you, right? So basically, as if you see a prefix of you, automatically you will find out it is a custom table under the global application, right? So if you have created the table under different scope, then the prefix will be different, right? So this is all for now. So I hope I managed to help you out how to build tables, and I'll see you on my next video.